Like, looks like OBS has got a new version here updated. So now my audio mixer deals are vertical instead of horizontal. So now it just looks a little weird. I haven't got used to that yet, but that's okay. And let me see. Um, Twitch is off. I don't know where's the audio coming. Oh, the audio is coming from Kick. Okay, let's meet the Kick audio. Okay, everything's good. Is everything good in here? Nothing is happening there. Is it? No, I guess I'm moving there. Okay. It's just whatever the lag or however you want to say it, latency or I don't know what you call it. Okay. This use long to write my monthly report for me for my diary entries. What a dead giveaway. It's put everything neatly into sections, bold and italic markings, code blocks. But it's been longer, make it look like I wrote it. It's also included the entry procrastination, scope creep. Procrastination impacted progress on some tasks. I better remove that. I take it that it's no. What's going on, guys? I'm streaming now. Let me see if I can get chapter 11 today. I'm a whole week and a half out of whack, which means it could take closer to 2 weeks to April to finish. All right, so let's bring up the thing. You know the thing. Okay. And I don't actually need the. Wait a second. Why is that? Oh, right, because I don't have a new window open yet, just yet. New window. Okay, let's just ChatGPT. It's huge. That's quite all right, though, I think. Let's go to Social Stream Ninja again. And all right, so everything should be hunky dory. And let's go ahead and hello, sweet dreams. Yeah. Thursday, March 12th, 26. Your bonus session from last night was officially rolled over the next day. Time for a refresh. Okay. Oh, well, it's now the next morning. still morning as it's not quite noon yet. Quarter beat, machine beat results horror legend. Um, yeah, I can start implementing the abandon all path. Can say. Although it will feel fairly linear considering the only choice here is with implement just when breaking the wall. Um, There's something else. The value of discovering atmosphere, world building. So that you can make a tool choice feel slightly different. Bigger picture, 3 paths. Okay, you can show that to me. Oh, I'll decide whether or not I want to implement it. I should actually really get started in the thing because I still got the other path to do, and then before the chapter is finished. It's there. Steam regulator emergency shut off. The doors were experimenting with automated tunneling. Something went wrong. Um, okay, I'll think about it. Huh. I just thought of something. Fairly linear. Actually, the whole no, oh, that particular path will feel super linear. That's all right. Uh, I just thought of something though. What if what if he turns off the machine? Um, I mean, there's kind of no reason to do it though. It's adding a little extra. Let's say it. Here, let me pull up my notes here. I don't need a bunch of extra pages though. That's the only thing. But uh, there's a thing I could add. It would risk increasing the uh, page count to pass the maximum, but I might could allow it like I did with like chapter 3 or 4. Can't remember which one. Uh, but it might uh, a bit more interactivity. Maybe it's not as dangerous as it once was, but the arms do uh, swing back and forth, barring Roland from going anywhere. So he has to shut it off. He has to find a way to shut it off. And there are two ways. One is there's a button or a switch. We could find a way to trip it. Maybe one of the implements presented in beat 2 to demolish the wall. Uh, to demolish the wall. The other is by somehow cutting off the supply of steam, severing the hose, for instance. And it's only a two choice decision. with no extra pages needed. This one or the other. Just realize that. Turns into rolling season machine still dangerous. You must disable it. You use this thing in mini climax. Mm-hmm. Okay. This is kind of an interesting thing about the adventure game thing because it could analyze the past adventure games. It look at all the information on the web. Grok could do that too. Still, we still might be getting like a joint Super Grok account where we both get to use it, and that could also potentially do the same thing. In fact, it has the X posts, so there's probably a lot of adventure game stuff on X that Grok could actually go through. Foreshadow the solution before the player needs it. Enters a machine chamber, machine arm swing, your player must stop the machine. It works because more satisfying if the player already knows the two possible solutions before the choice appears. Both elements. The machine's arm swinging back and forth, having nearby a small bash control switch sits on the posts inside the mechanism. There, when the choice appears, it feels like they figured it out, not like the game invented options. What the player experience becomes instead of the game is giving me two options, the player thinks I could hit the switch or cut the steam. See machine, hose, control switch, realize arms are dangerous. So machinery more believable because real machines actually have both a control and power source. Okay, but uh, the comedic aspect is something I'll probably want to do myself, but I'm always open to ideas. His probably void the warranty. Okay, okay. Yeah, I am. Okay. Um, yeah, that comedic stuff should be left for the narrative paths. So, not, not in this path first. And, he's going to grab pickaxe for the steam steam hose. I'll just state he goes briefly back into the hall and grabs the pickaxe before cutting the hose with it. Okay, cutting the hose, Roland briefly returns to the quarter, grabs the pickaxe, Roland cuts the steam hose, machine grinds hard. This perfectly appropriate detail for an event pass. Grabbing the pickaxe from the hall does a couple of nice things. Sideways reinforces the earlier tool choice. The influence in the hallway matter again, makes the environment feel real. Tools exist where doors are working, creates a small physical action. He has to go back and grab something. Is logical. Again, probably should be left to the narrative paths. So anything really comedic or atmospheric shouldn't be part of the bit paths. Okay. Okay. Game puzzle edition you came up with this morning is a good improvement after gameplay without breaking your single ending middle branch and roll. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go implement this and I'll be back. That is, I'll start talking again, and I need to figure something else out. Out and about. It particularly good or like good enough. Okay, so we're going to Control C, and I'm gonna go ahead and Control V it. Modified abandoned room path, story beats. Okay. Alright. I'm so can't do didn't do much damage. The here, we'll do it like this. The arms are still thrashing about, but have carved gash through the rock big enough that it doesn't cause any more damage. Now, I want that. The arms are still swinging. But have carved gash. But have carved a gash in the rock big enough. Doesn't do any more damage. Doesn't do a lot of let's see something. Let's see if I can do it a little bit differently. Arm swing about, but because of a gash. I guess I'm going to do this on two lines here. While the arms are still swinging every so often. The arms are still swinging. What do I say? Frequently. What do I call? The call it when something is activating every so often, such as when you turn the windshield wipers on a car to a certain rate. It's like a minute or two between each wipe. It's I don't know if I'm thinking of frequency or I'm thinking of what am I thinking of? Intermittent? Yeah. Intervals. regular intervals. Regular intervals. I'm just assuming at regular intervals. And a gash has been carved into the rock. Going even though they can't do any more damage, Rowan still can't. Still, needs to shut down the machine to get past. Okay. Yeah. Of course, this isn't the actual deal. No, no. Uh, I'm keeping those as 2 lines. They need to be short, you know, fit on on the screen, on a single screen. They need to be short enough. To not go down to the next line. Should be 1 line per event. Okay. That's okay for right now. I'm going to it's okay for right now. And then the one other thing that I'm going to do, because I'm going to put it in there just for a short period of time while I'm adding this. After shutting down machine, phone opens matching door on the other side and continues. Shutting down. I'll say after shutting it down first. Shutting it down. Rolling opens a matching door on the other side and continues. Down the corridor. Yeah, it goes further in. There we go. Okay. Okay. Modified again slightly. Not strictly necessary, but for my own reference as I build out pages. Let me see. Okay. So I guess let's get to it. Maybe I'll get to this part. Maybe I'll get chapter 11 done today. So it's still iffy, but who knows, right? Okay, so let's do one thing. Um, okay, so let's go ahead and let's just go ahead and start building on these pages here. That's the Smuggler's Gate. Oh, shoot. Why is there two? Wait a second, what's going on here? This one is, what is it? T2, P0, P1. One, two, and three, right? This is P2, this is P3, and this should be P4, which is fine. Okay, so it looks like I need to go into the rooms here. And we're going to go into rooms. All the way down to chapter 11. P1, finding a way, T2, P1. Romeo and Juliet, Guide to Daventry, Secrets of Goblin Town, Secrets of Goblin Town, Guide to Daventry, that's fine. Urban Legends of Luminar. What's it called? What's the odd one out called? Chapter 11 underscore. So it's going to be up in here somewhere. Down here. Delete that. And we're going to go over here and we're going to layout tool data and we're going to do the same thing because it's probably there too, which it is. Delete. And let's go ahead and reload save scene. Reload. Okay. Urban Legends of the Luminar. Now I have to keep in mind my page numbers here. And that's P4 and that's P2. I think I want to swap them. It's not really important that I swap them, but visually, what I'm thinking is I'm thinking visually. So if we're coming from the top down, then this one's the left and this one's the right, right? If you're going down to actually be going forward, then this is on the left and this is on the right. When it should be swapped, right? Even though this says the right as I'm looking at it. I don't know if it's that important, but I kind of I don't know. I just feel it. I think it would feel better if I have them swapped in my mind. You're not going upward; you're going downward. So when so so basically what it is you're going south. For one thing, you're going south in the game, which is that's this ways. But that means your forward is down south. So forward is down this ways, right? Um, so the urban legends section is actually on the right. So if this were the library, uh, on the right of the library, going into the library, is the Legends Mist. So Urban Legends of the Luminar should actually be swapped. So those two should actually be swapped. And that's, I think, was what I'm going to do. I'm going to swap them. Just, I don't know, there's just like a, it's almost like a kind of a consistency. Um, okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna quickly now. Okay, so I have to. Okay, so actually, what we're going to do is history section for one. Smuggler's Gate. It's supposed to be on the left, not the right. So let's first we want to swap these. So we're gonna swap these. And this is gonna be up here. So it's, but then it's still 1, 2, and 3 like this. And then we want to do that in the door specs. Now, of course, when I do this, all right. So let's go ahead and delete Smuggler's Gate. Wait a second. One Smuggler's Gate. Smuggler's Gate is supposed to be over here, so I gotta swap them, right? I still gotta swap them. Okay, so we're gonna swap them. Okay, Shift Delete, Control V, Control X, Control V, Control X, Control V. Or do that. These are actually going to be physically swapped here, so not only is it supposed to be 1, 2, and 3, these are actually going to be physically swapped. So right now they're not going to link to anywhere. 2, 3, and 4, like so. Urban Legends of Luminar is number 1, is on my left side, but on Roland's right side, and I still keep a kind of a, I don't know, there's a like a logic to it, I think. Okay, we're gonna save room data, which is fine because I'm going to swap these around. Now, what we're going to do here is we are going to, might want to manually change the ID. I guess I'll manually change the IDs. Okay, let's go into the deal. Let's go into, okay, we're going to the layout tool, which is fine. The other side's door finding a way in. Smaller gate, 11 form rooms, urban legends of the Luminarch. So this is going to be, let's rename this to 2. And we're going to rename the Smuggler's Gate to 4. 4 like so. Okay, and then we're going to open both of these up. Text editor. Oh, we're not opening these ones. What am I talking about? These are the, okay, these are the metadata. I should be thinking right. Okay, but we're going to do the same thing here. Right? Rename this to page 2. And rename Smuggler's Gate to page 4. Page 4. And then open text editor. And now this is P2. P2. -7. So that's fine. And this one is going to be P4, and that's fine. Like that. And then all I have to do now is reload save scene. And what we have it. Oh. I actually had to swap the positions as well. No, what, wait. That's not. Oh, no, that's right. That's right. It's the one I'm on, is that one. Okay, what am I thinking? Right. Smuggler's Gate. So that Smuggler's Gate's on my left. Right. Urban Legends is on my right. Save room data. Reload save scene. Okay. So, Myths and Legends goes to the Urban Legends. History goes to the Smuggler's Gate. And everything's like as it should be. So now what I gotta do is... What do I gotta do now? Do I want to do a copy? I think. That's going to be... This is actually technically going to be page 1. I know it's page 2 in the scheme of things, but page 1 as far as this goes. And what we want here is... That's page 9, huh? So what we want is we want 10, 11, and 12. Yeah, it's going to be kind of confusing now just because of how I'm doing this. You know, if I knew specifically which ones I was going to use, I'd probably kind of renumber everything. Okay, so, but 10, 10, 11, and 12. So that's how we're going to work that. Okay, so let's add 3 new rooms. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put them down here. Down here. Okay. Urban Legends of the Luminar. So we're going to put the story beats in there. Okay. So let's do that thing. I'm just going to copy this directly. Copy. And here we're going to paste it. Hit 1 to continue. Okay. Say okay to that. Continue. Okay. Let's just copy these. Control C. Control V. I have to actually name these before I save them, so I got to do this first. Okay, and then story beat. Let's do the last story beat. Copy. And we're just going to put this in here. Paste. Okay, and then here we're going to copy this. Copy. Paste. And here, this one is, which one is this? Anyway, story beat 2. Copy. Paste. Okay. Now, I still need to name them, so we're going to copy this little deal here. Copy. And we're going to go basic like that. We're going to make this 10. Here. And we're going to Control C. Go down here. Control V like that. Make that 11. Here. And we'll make this one 12. Okay, like that. So 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so let's go ahead and name these now. With a title. We'll call it The Untold Terror. I don't know, maybe we call this all right. Um let me think. Sorry, I'm sleepy. Just trying to think of a name here that would fit. Okay. Should it be Untold Terror, Untold Horror? Okay, we're gonna call this Untold Horror. That. Control C. Okay. Control V. Untold Horror underscore that. Okay. And this one is let's see. The reveal. The reveal. The reveal. Okay. And the third one is we'll say an underground river. Let's call it that. Not very exciting, but it'll work. That. And okay. Copy. And we're gonna put this paste. The reveal. Paste. Paste. Okay. Now the one final thing to do is take this. Okay, we're gonna go to the door specs in here. We're gonna take this, copy. We're gonna put it in the last door spec right here. Paste. Okay. Choice one. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Now, we want to go in here and we want to copy the ID. Copy. Then in the door here, we want to LV. Copy. Paste. It's going to be, okay, paste there. Okay, so we're going to paste this in each one of these. Except for this one. Already has it here. Okay, and then this one is going to be let's copy this A. Copy. And then we're going to replace the destination here. That. Right. That goes to B12. This is P11. Copy. It goes in here. P. The reveal. So this is page 10. This is page 11. This is page 12. Yeah. Okay. So then we want to copy. And in here, we want to edit. Oh. Untold Horror is this one, right? Okay. So it's Control S, save room data, reload save scene, sure everything's good, and everything appears to be good. Okay. All right, now let's see here. Okay, I got about 12 minutes, huh? Guess I could start putting in choices in the choices. All right. This is where I'll actually do the copy because I'm actually going to be copying the one. Now, even though it's going to have its own. The pages are going to be even weirder because this is 12, and so this is going to start with 13. So this is actually going to, or I forget which one's going to reveal this one. Okay, let's look at that real quick. Angel hissing. Wall grabs the right shuttle. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna want to copy these. Okay, let's go ahead and do the copies like I was saying. All right. The page numbers are going to be all over the place because there's not a real order to them. Now I could generally do something that I think is a more logical numbering, but again, it's incomplete. It's in. Sadis Kato Yoram Yapan Adam. Uh, there will actually be graphics and sound way later. I'm doing this in phases. Right now, this is only text phase, and so it's not gonna have any graphics or sound for quite some time. The good news is all this stuff is kind of front loading. It's essentially the story. It's not that I'm doing full story writing. I got the story done, character arcs done, and everything, but I'm implementing the pages, but it's still primarily story right now. So when I get to that point, maybe it'll be quicker. So, but yeah, graphics and voiceovers and everything will be cool when I add them. I'm just not adding them right this second. Okay, so I have less than 10 minutes to uh okay. Okay, so this is Untold Horror. We got to make a copy of Untold Horror here. Um 3 choices, so I got to copy it 3 times. And I have to start the page number at page 13 because the last page was page 12 there. So copy 1, 2, 3. This is kind of the bad part about it. It gets a little unwieldy because the page numbers aren't right next to each other like you would think that they should be, and I mean, I don't know if it would really help me to reorganize the page numbers considering the way that they are. But this is just kind of the way it works out. I have to know which is connected to which eventually, and eventually these are going to be like locations. These aren't going to be pages. It's not going to be Untold Horror or whatever. There's subtitles, but they're actually going to be like, um, in this case, you're in the hallway, so it's going to be hallway or something. You know, it's going to be Dwarven Hallway or some such, and it's not even going to have these other numbers over here. Eventually, when I change it over. So we're gonna have 13, 14, and 15. So let's do a rename. 13. Rename 14. And 15. 15, like that. Okay. So I'm gonna have to create a title. Now these are just implements, and the choices are a shovel, a crowbar, and a pickaxe. And I can just put shovel, crowbar, pickaxe might be apt, but I don't know if I should be funny in this because this is an event pass and there's not horror here, but maybe I'll be funny about my names here. The pickaxe of destiny. The shovel of legend. And I'm just being funny here, but we'll leave that. Shovel of legend. The crowbar of infinity. Crowbar of infinity. Okay. This shows what it is, and it makes it sound funny. Uh, I think actually I think I'm gonna modify the IDs of each of these. Page 13. The pickaxe of destiny. So the rebuild. Okay. Okay, this one is the Shovel of Legend. Shovel of Legend. Shovel of Legend. It's 14, and 15 is a crowbar of infinity. The crowbar of infinity. The cliffs of insanity. Okay. Okay, so now what I want to do is get ready to go on my break is what I want to do. But let's go ahead and scene, reload, save scene. Okay. Like so. How come if I'm copying the door? Oh, that's because these are up here. That's why. And let's just go ahead and we're gonna go in here and we're gonna copy these. Copy this. Control C, Control V, Control V, and then we're gonna make sure that this is choice 2 and that this one is choice 3, like so. And then we're gonna copy these. Crowbar of Infinity, I guess will be number 3. So this one. So then we have the Shovel of Legend. Shovel of Legend. Copy. And we're going to go ahead and Shovel of Legend. And then this one, we're going to copy the ID. And go back in here and let's go to the third one. No. Wait, what? Oh, the first one, not the third one. What am I talking about? So V. So I wonder if there we go. I wonder if okay, so 13 is pick up Destiny, 14 is the Shovel Legend, 15 is the Crowbar of Infinity. Okay, I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna save room data. Like so. We're going to save room data. And then I'm gonna call it my break. Default cube. Oh. Oh, I see. Okay, well, I want to thank you for watching part 1, and I'll see you in about an hour. Thank you for watching part 1.